and for sure, I learned how to play basically sitting across from you and watching you and just looking for that root note. And that's why the bass appealed to me. If I could see that note, that was the starting point. And I remember just being so stoked if somebody asked me if I wanted to be in a band. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that either one of us had played in any kind of a band before. I can remember like taking my guitar to, like, my dad had a Christmas party every year for his friends and clients, and we'd go out to Indiana and I'd take my guitar and like sit in with his kind of country band, classic rock band. I remember playing Clapton songs with them and stuff. But that was when I was like 13, 14 years old. Certainly had not yet had a band of my own. I think you and I, we shared that experience of our initial forays into the world of like starting a band and learning songs together and eventually writing songs together. That was definitely a shared experience of ours in the Speed Hickeys. And before the Speed Hickeys, as you pointed out, with Jeff Hadhazy playing drums.
Yeah, we did that with Scotty and we did. Your mom had did she work at P&G or was she dating what's his face?
You know what? I'm not sure if they were married yet, but my mom and a man who is now my stepdad and has been for 35 years. You know, they just had their 35th wedding anniversary.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's insane. It's a long, long time. And he's a great guy. But you're right. They both were working at P&G and they had some kind of company party at Sharon Woods. At
Sharon Woods. And we played around with a couple of names like, we do Bratfish Boys or.
Was Boys on there?
Bratfish? I don't know if Boys was it, or was it just Bratfish? I told you I found where Bratfish.
Yeah.
Brothers. It's an actual company.
Yeah, that's right.
Out here on the west side, out in the sticks.
Yeah.
But then we played the P&G party, and they hadn't come out with Liquid Bold yet.
That's exactly right.
That was top secret. So we decided, or you decided, and we all thought that's pretty funny, that we'd call ourselves Liquid Bold.
Yeah.
Remember, we had at the party turning like.
Yeah.
Tell them.
That was the straight up
secret stuff.
Straight up cover band then too. We did most of classic rock and we threw in a couple of punk rock things that we were just starting to get into then, but we were doing like Day Tripper.
I was so stoked to learn that riff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had 7 songs. And that was our whole gig, 7 tunes.
Yeah.
But Hadhazy was so far beyond us.
He was like a real musician. Like how he decided that we were good enough to play with him, I don't know, because that was a guy with like real drums and real chops. And
he could actually read music.
Yeah, and like I think at that time we weren't even brushing our hair. he was pretty well put together, you know. He was slumming with us, that's for sure. But I think you're right, as you said a moment ago. It was, I think, before it was Bratfish. We went through a couple different names. You're right. We got invited to play this very small kind of regional office P&G picnic or something, and somehow we'd found out about Liquid Bold, this new laundry detergent. It was it was supposedly a trade secret that nobody knew about yet. And when we took the stage, such as it were, this little wooden platform in a park, we were way up on a hill. We were actually kind of far away from where the picnic was at the bottom of the hill. And Scotty Burchett, our good friend to this day, when he announced our name as Liquid Bold, you're right. Everybody way down there at the bottom of that hill looked up like, how the fuck did they know about that? I'm not even sure how we knew about that.
Well, liquid laundry detergent wasn't a thing. yet.
That's how long ago. That's how long ago this was. That's what we're talking about.
Rotary phones and liquid gold.
Yeah.
But they grew, and I mentioned that my brother played drums, and he hit a lot harder, and he was a lot looser than Jeff was, which fit us pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I recall. In fact, I have no recollection of why we made that change, because Jeff is a great guy who I still talk to every once in a while. He was a great drummer when we were still kids. As I said, when you and I were still really learning how to play, he was slumming with us. How we made the transition with a real drummer like Jeff was like beyond us, even at that early stage. Not to say that your brother Chuck wasn't a real drummer, but we did transition to your brother on drums at some point. And Scotty Burchett, our lead vocalist, remained in place. And I think that's when it became, that's what I think of as like the lineup of Bratfish, which is a band from around 84, I want to say.
Yeah, that sounds right. 84.
Yeah.
And
that's when our set list grew from 7 songs to a good 10 or 11.
Yeah, and we played really hard and really loud.
Yeah.
We played parties. We made sure to play really hard and really loud so the cops came. So nobody knew how many songs we knew.
That's true. We'd always get cut off by the 5th or 6th one anyway.
Yeah, I remember hearing tapes and always somewhere along, song 6 or 7. The cops are here.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, right on time.
Yeah, good. That's why we played our favorites first.
Yeah, the one super tightest.